Glad to have you with us from Bloomington, Indiana, Memorial Stadium. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Indiana Hoosiers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
The Sooners head coach told me here in the pregame, this is a challenging environment, bringing his team in here against a very quality opponent. This has so many implications for postseason, rankings, strength of schedule, all of those metrics. But more important, he knows how hard it is to get a win here on the road. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Hoosiers ready to kick it away first. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Fires to the big fella. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, third downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big body. He finds them, and he gets the...
Finding some room. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
There he goes. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Sooners pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Spin, still running. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog, coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
Coming out with it, it's Preston. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Gonna run it. It's Richard. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. And the Hoosiers are in the hurry up.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
They'll ride the hot hand. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Running inside. It's Richard. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Offense still out there lining up quickly on 4th down. Trying play action. Pressure coming. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Bringing it back.
the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Preston. Hits him with a stiff arm. Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking to pass, it's Hoover. Catch in the middle, it's Richard.
And they come right back to their trigger man. They believe in him. The last play out was a disaster, right? He throws a pick 6. You know, everything looked bad. That was the first possession of the football game. Right back.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Got room on the return.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we've got to get a stop.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And he's in for his second touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down here. He knows how to get in the end zone, and I love when you can run the football as you get closer to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
And he'll bring it back. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Rams him with the stiff arm. Out of bounds at the 18, and man, do they have great field position. Great to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the SMU Mustangs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
I caught up with Coach Brett Lashley before the game. He understands the SEC is a line of scrimmage league. That's why he is really trying to prove that the ACC can battle with them in the trenches. He said this will be a huge matchup to test his team, and he'll have to be very good on the play calls. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Mustangs headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. the handoff. It's Owens. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll go right back to it. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
You got to love that if you're the head coach. Watching your defense and watching the big fella, D-tackle, play with that kind of relentless pursuit to the football. One of the reasons it's hard to run against them is they've got everybody playing with effort. Did you see him fly to the football and make that play on the outside? That was awesome.
In the gun, 3rd down, Reed. It's caught downfield. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Makes the catch. It's Craven. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. Oh, he's got some space. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
Man, that is exactly how you execute an RPO. Like, quick read, get the ball out of your hand, get it to your receiver in space really quickly on target, and you can make big plays. They made that RPO look so smooth and so effortless.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They'll try to power their way ahead. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Outstanding tackle to keep it from getting the 1st down, and they'll get it back.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
He'll try to do it himself. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on second and long. Great awareness on the scramble. It's first down from their own 23-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He might want another play. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Under fire. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Now facing a third and long. Back to pass, it's Jennings. And the misconnection on third down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
It just must be so nice to be such a good athlete and to realize fourth down, I want to pass the football, nobody open, I got this. I can take off, I trust myself, and he gets the first down. And these are the ones that just frustrate, annoy defenses by fourth down on your own side of the field, and he just took matters into his own hands.
And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Jennings. He's going for a big play downfield. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Play fake, Marcel Reed. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
And the Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here's Reed to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down, just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Still on his feet at the 35. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be 4th down.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, know when guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Marcel Reed to throw for it on 4th. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. They want to run this quarterback. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Texas A&M will use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Throwing Reed. Escapes the pressure going right. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game. Trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there. Being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the 3rd quarter started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. There's certainly room for improvement after that scoreless first-half stalemate.
Yeah, we've set offense back 30 years in that first half, but we've got a whole new half to play here. So why not come out on this first drive, make a statement, and finally get us back into the age of contemporary college football?
You sound very discouraged as I sound encouraged. That's great defense. Phenomenal defense in the first half. Who doesn't love a 0-0 halftime game?
The Mustangs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Got a little grass. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Running game got it done on the last play, and now it's 1st down. They'll send the tight end in motion. They're going to ride this running back. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
To the air. It's Jennings. Quickly complete. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
You knew this first possession of the second half. It goes a long way in deciding who's going to win this football game. It's tied, but this defense comes out. Great job setting up a 3rd and long, getting a stop, getting the ball right back to their offense to create some early momentum.
Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, going to the air. converts on fourth down, and he's still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Mustangs are rolling down the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Maybe a crease. Touchdown, SMU! That one will give them the lead.
I don't know, guys. The way this game's going, the defensive tug-of-war this has been, that might be enough right there. Points have been difficult to come by, but the offense found a way to get it done. Really nice job of execution there on that drive.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the capper came on a 34-yard jaunt to the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Snap of the drive from the 25. Takes the handoff. It's Owens. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Got enough for the first. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. It won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read. And it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The option, he'll keep it. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The run inside. It's Owens. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So we open the final period with a third down play. third down. They're in the gun. It's Reed. Here's the pressure. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Reed to throw for it on fourth. He'll pull it down. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
It's the fourth quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need a score badly. We got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Morrow.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Morrow. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on third.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, third and long coming. Reed rushes on him. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here. Fourth down, Reed. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The Aggies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Running inside. It's Morrow. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
First down, you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
And the Aggies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll run it. It's Morrow. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking for space. It's Owens. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth, and the stage will be set for a great finish. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. SMU spends his second timeout here. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. On the option. He'll keep it on 2nd down. Now the Mustangs will use their 3rd and final timeout. Now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge nick.
X going for the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Aggies. The Aggies get it right back.
And in this situation now, if you're on offense, what do? Do you kick the extra point, tie it, and hope for overtime? Or are you aggressive? Do you decide to go for two right here and see if you can take the lead with just seconds left in the game?
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Jennings. Looking for a huge play. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
So now it's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's third and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable fourth down if I don't complete this third and long.
Timeout called by the defense, 27 seconds to go. The Mustangs send out the punt unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Reed. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Turning it on. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Reed. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. The Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's Reed to throw. Bringing the heat. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
Well, you look at the clock, they've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a lot of laterals. You've seen crazier stuff happen in college football.
On the gun on third down, Reed. Oh, they're after him. Past the 40. On the move at the 30. He'll work his way down to the 28. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Throwing Reed. Pocket breaking down. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2. And man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
That's 2 opportunities for this defense. They had to get off the field, and both times, nice protection up front by the offensive line. QB coming up with a great read, great completion. Now this offense set up a 1st and goal situation because of some great 3rd down execution. And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
Touchdown, Aggies. They jump on top here in OT.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Working that left side now. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
He caught it! Touchdown! Mustangs! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with a point average. Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime. No interest in another overtime. They'll go for 2 and the win. Looking to throw. Here's a heat. They did not get it, and they'll lose the game by 1. Pushed all the chips to the middle of the table in overtime, and it did not pay off. How much fun was that? I mean, you just just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's good. This is Gaylord Oklahoma Memorial in Norman. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Oklahoma Sooners. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Coach Venables told me before the game, anytime the Big Ten takes on the SEC, it is more than just about this game. It is about bragging rights and who is the most dominant conference. We'll find out today, guys. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Sooners ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Now here's Sayet. Makes the grab on the left.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. But hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that, Reese. That's pretty normal for them.
They've built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, two-time Heisman Trophy winner. You go back to Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, the Buckeyes love to run the ball, no matter how many times they spend the magic beat. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Run inside. It's Jackson. Got enough for the first. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something.
Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and third down. Going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And that is absolutely not a surprise. Great job by the defense. And what did they do? They doubled. Palmer, you got a number one receiver out wide that we know they're going to force feed. How do you take it away? How do you send those double teams? What kind of coverages do you mix up? But a lot of attention early on that young man.
Yeah, and I think for the quarterback, David, that's when you just got to give that one to the defense and say, good call, you doubled my best receiver, I got to go somewhere else with the football. You're going to get opportunities to throw this guy the ball. He's one of the best in the entire country. You just got to be a little bit more selective and find those one-on-one matchups.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. It's complete to the right. Smashes ahead. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's third and long. Quarterback may change this route. On third down, he drops to throw. Under fire. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
He'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He'll step out of bounds at the 16 and leave his offense with a long field in front. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Picks his way ahead, pick up of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Gets it out quickly. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy
breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Say it. He'll pull it down and run. Remember, down where you start the slide, and he'll be short of the line to gain.
Listen, that's not going to go down as a big play, but he does a really good job turning a negative play into something positive. It's not a big gain, but it keeps you out of those negative situations that really makes you very predictable.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Say it. Finds his big tight end. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Buckeyes! They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Right back to the well. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. To the air, it's Mateer. Pressure coming. And it's a sack.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He wants to change this route. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Looking to the big tight end. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Flips it out to the back. There he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
They'll give it to Robinson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives him...
And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. Remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Back to throw, it's Mateer. Shoots it to the left. What a job to lay out and make the catch. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Well, they're going to RPO. Nice job handing it off. And really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Trying to get rid of it. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. And you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
It'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking for room. It's Jackson. He'll be knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. Not sure that's going to matter except to his statistics as we are seconds away from halftime. Just about set to get this 2nd half underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch.
He's going to take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And guys, I just don't know what to say about this offense. Like, they take a deep shot, they try it short, they've really just struggled to try to find any way to move this football. They've dug themselves a hole, and now they've got to find some answers. Maybe find your guys, your go-to guys. Players, not plays. Maybe that's what they need to get something going right now.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Looking for more room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. It's Jackson. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing the fourth down.
No good. And guys, after the miss, the lead is still 1.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
Motion from the wideout. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Trying to burn this defensive back. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Julian saying to throw. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Going to try to get it himself. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Running inside, it's Jackson. Ball is loose. And the defense jumps on him. They get that turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? You get the big hit and force the fumble.
They are backed up, top field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Under fire. Oh, he's got some space.
Day's worth of yards right there on one carry. The home run hitter takes the snap, gets the football. He does the rest, shows off the speed, taking it 90-plus yards to the house.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Here's Sayin to throw. Going to take a shot. Leaping grab for a big gain. Hits the crease. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buckeye!
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. It'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. To throw, it's Mateer. They're working that left side. At the 45 on his way. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The Sooners, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. And off from the shotgun. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Handoff to Xavier. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
Here we go. Ready? Ready, go.
A design run for the quarterback. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires downfield. Rolls it in. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
And wings it incomplete. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown! Oklahoma! They've got the lead here in the 4th. The Sooners come down and score one of their own.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing 2 heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
They'll move the wide receiver. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7. He'll set up to throw. There's the pressure. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion.
After they got that penalty, guys, I thought we'd see the kicker trot onto the field, but they left the offense out there. From the 8-yard line, they're still able to convert the 2-point conversion.
Here he comes with the return. And the returner is stopped. They had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again. Looking deep. Snags it on the right. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Rodgers. Runs through the tackle. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And this offense is kind of showing you a little bit of everything, but putting big plays together, really getting their momentum going. This ground attack now, you watch, they've got a little bit of everything, man. The balance, the structure, the play calling. Right now, they're in a really good rhythm.
Makes the catch, and he will score. Touchdown, Ohio State. The Buckeyes with an answer. Big point after here, looking for the tie late. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll start on the ground with Xavier Robinson.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Batir. Rushes on him. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long.
And every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting in the 4th quarter, 1-possession games. QB drops back and makes these 1st downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
They'll run it out of the shotgun.
And that's luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. And that one's incomplete.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. Better get rid of this one quick.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get behind the defense. Grabs it up to 25 in stride.
And, man, he had nobody around him. That's got to be embarrassing for this defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
And the Sooners go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left.
Well, that's nice by the running back there, showing you his experience and his self-control, because a lot of guys would have tried to bounce that football to the outside, but he understands the assignment. We're in the middle of the field. We need to stay in the middle of the field to give our kicker the best field position and angle possible to go and kick this game-winning field goal.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage. And this defense is taking some licks. This QB's made them look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot.
film and face some tough truths as well, because we know they've got a ton of talent. And this is a team that when they're playing their A game, they look like the best team in the country, David. Consistency, though, is going to be a big thing for them moving ahead.
Yeah, so you got to use this. You got to look at what you did wrong. You got to say, okay, maybe we're not as good as we thought we were. Just because we were number one, that doesn't mean anything until the end of the season. And you're the last guy standing, and you have the trophy. So take this loss, work on some of those things you think you need to work on so it doesn't happen again.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody. Thanks, Holly. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give on the counter. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
And the quarterback knew that that counter run play was going to be successful. He did a nice job counting the box before the snap. He knew he had good numbers. He knew he had good angles and blocking. So that is a green-lit play from the get-go. Hand it off, go make yards.
That's caught. It's Barker. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Gonna let it fly. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
Well, the defense came into this game, guys, knowing that they were going to be tested. The offense throwing it vertically downfield. We saw it right there on the opening drive. They were ready for it. Great job locating the ball and getting the INT.
Gonna run it. It's Owens. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Makes it past the marker. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction Boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you see the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line, paving the way for those backs and those great teams they've had.
Reed. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bussey. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He's got it again. Hard running there. There's a crease. Headed to the end zone. And you'll miss it to the house. Touchdown, Aggie. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
So many blockers out front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. On the run, it's Richard. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll run play action. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell it extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
To throw, it's Hoover. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Fires to the wideout. He's down immediately, but they convert on fourth down and keep the drive alive.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The Hoosiers will snap it on first and 10. Offense changing the play. Wants to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. That's caught. It's Becker. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Really nice timing, and that's a very accurate throw by the quarterback. There was not a big window. He's throwing the in-breaking route. It's coming from his left, and he's got to fit that football into a really tight space where his guy can make the catch. Very confident throw that time by the QB.
Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Fires to the tight end. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to him and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Richard. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Bringing the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
This crowd rising up, sensing that his defense needs some help. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. They'll run the screen. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana!
There's really never any doubt with this guy. The coaching staff always talks about his leadership and his mental toughness. That was a bad interception on the opening drive, but he's able to turn the page and show you his short-term memory and just come out and stay aggressive, sling it around a little bit, and this offense is able to answer with a touchdown of their own.
And how nice is it if you're a coordinator to have a guy like that you can depend on? Like, he doesn't dwell on the one mistake. He doesn't let it turn into two. A lot of times you can see that snowball effect, man. Just a nice bounce back for him individually and for this offense to put the early turnover behind him.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wide receiver going in motion. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Reed. He unleashes a long one. Goes high to pull it in. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge...
Might have a chance. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision...
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
I like the defense there and their mentality. After getting gashed on the ground, they just turn the page and they generate the pass rush the very next play.
And the Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here's Reed to throw. Setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Running inside. It's Owens. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on 3rd down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Complete out of the backfield. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. The run inside. It's Owens. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Throwing Reed. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man to the left. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Reed. It's complete to the left. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. One more snap coming before halftime. On the ground, it's Richard. Turning it on. A little excitement there to wrap up the first half, and that'll pad the stats as we go to the break. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. He's going to take off. At the 35, he's open. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the second level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on that play.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Tight end now in motion. Reed. Hit as he throws. Finds a man in the middle. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. That one's going to get Reveille howling a happy tune.
Reveille, the 12th man, all the swaying, the traditions when you go to an A&M game. These fans love their team, and they love playmakers that make big plays down the field.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Horton. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Back picked up now. Here's 2nd and long. The give on the option. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to the ground with the running back. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the 1st down marker. It's 4th down. A field goal attempt from here would just be 48 yards, but they'll try to move the chains on 4th down and short. Marcel Reed to throw for it on 4th. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
Thank you. That's what the defensive backs say to the defensive linemen when they get home and put pressure on the quarterback fast and the ball comes out erratic.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They want to run it left here. Got enough space. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got the points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Lobs it off the back foot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the 1st half. And here they are in the 2nd half.
With a 2nd and long. Might be changing the route. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. He's brought down. A short return, and the defense comes out on top of the pick.
What a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1 man coverage, and you just see how everybody was impressed. When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Grab behind the line. It's Horton. Push down for the tackle.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screen play. How does that happen?
A little less room to work with now. The ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Could be an out. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Aggies. And they add 6 more to the little trip to the house.
Well, this guy's dynamic, and he can hurt you in a variety of ways in the option game, and he had a chance that time to pitch it out wide if he wanted to, but he kept it himself. He shows you the wheels, takes it in for the score.
And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finished it with a scintillating 28-yarder to the house. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize off getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
To the air on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds a man on the right. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame, where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Running inside, it's Owens. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. Breaks into the open. And they're able to get him down. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to run for it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. They'll move the tight end. Reed to throw for it on fourth. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're up by a couple scores, I think you're just kind of free and like, hey, let's keep scoring points. Let's keep the offense out there. Let's keep the accelerator on, and I guess, hey, who cares? We're not going to lose anyways.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the foul. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
How crazy is it that one of the best receivers in all of college football just made his first catch in this big of a game? You've got to give the defense tons of credit. They've had a plan for him. They've limited him, and that's why they're going to win.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass. It's Hoover. Oh, they're after him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
This defense right now is pinning their ears back with a huge lead in the fourth quarter. You're seeing that coming off the edge. They're not even respecting run because they don't have to. They know that this opponent is going to throw the football. They're taking wider splits. They're getting up the field. They're using their speed, and that time tracking the quarterback down for a big sack.
And here's the third interception of the night. Stopped at the 16 after the interception, and that return has them in business.
love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Longhorns will kick off first, and here we go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun to give, looking for room. He breaks a tackle.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Lets it fly. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over from the moment the ball left his hand.
They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive, you want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation earlier in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Run inside. It Smothers. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. To throw, Manning. Dumps it to the back. He's got it on the run. Takes it all the way down to the floor after making the grab, and they're set up.
This offense has put a pretty good drive together, man. Like showing a little bit of balance, back-to-back plays, creating some chunks of yardage, and now really set up in a position to do a 1st and goal, and the defense, their head's spinning a little bit because mixing the run and pass really well on this drive.
Here's Brown. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Looking for a path to the end, and that ball's free behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Turnover. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Wide out trying to get it in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
I love the third down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on third down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and...
They got him. The pressure got home, and the defense makes sure this drive comes up empty.
And that's the world we live in. You want to be aggressive. You want to get touchdowns. You don't want to kick field goals. Analytics says this. Well, now you get no points. And the defense bows up in a big part of the field, gets the big sack on fourth down and good.
To the air. It's Mateer. Flips it out in the flat. There he goes. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Finds his man. It's Sategna. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Sooners can really attack on this second and short. From the gun, running back on the move. Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the first down. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. In Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that. But they...
Maybe some room here. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. This time he wants to throw. Pulls it in. It's Sategna. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Caught, and he's got room. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best.
Touchdown, Oklahoma! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
Booster, booster! Q, Q! Go, go!
Arch Madness. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Manning tries to pick it up on third down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And that's a play on third down.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Fourth down, Manning. He's going to run it. He's past the 30. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, this quarterback's athleticism, I think, makes it a little bit easier for you as a head coach when you decide to go for it on 4th down, because if it's not there to throw the ball, his athleticism can just take over. He can go get it himself and keep the drive alive. Really nice job that time by the QB.
Arch is going to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Send the tight end in motion. Hand off for Brown. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Just feeds the running back up. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. There's some room. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You can tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Punch it out of the air. Could not make his way to the corner. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Motion from the back. Throwing Manning. Takes the easy completion. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point splits the uprights. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Back to pass, it's Mateer. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play. And he dropped it.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Working that left side now. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I know everybody's yelling, but you didn't get the first down. We need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a 3rd down. And guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player.
He lets one fly deep. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. The Sooners will boot it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half. Oh, he's got some space. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Rides the back and leaves it. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Brown again. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Longhorns want to move quickly. Third down from the gun, Manning. It's complete, trying to get to the sticks. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And that's a really good job by the defense. Sometimes when you play man coverage on the back, man, sometimes your eyes get lost and you start looking at the quarterback.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Trying to get it to the marker. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Fourth and short, ball right at midfield. Really don't have a lot to lose by not going for it there, and they're able to cash in.
100% of the time you're going for this. If you're not, you're probably not a guy that likes to win. So if you want to continue to punt in these situations, you're probably going to continue to lose.
The Longhorns are marching down the field.
Hey, move. Slide. Rock.
Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15.
Freeze. Return. Go.
Here's Manning to throw. Trying to beat the D deep. Catching straight inside the 15. Touchdown, Texas. With that, they grab the lead here in the second half. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Buys a little time with his feet. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
I don't know if this is the time for this type of risk. Offense going for it inside its own 40. And they gambled in their own end, turnover on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory, and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. Man, the defense had that one completely bottled up, and he eventually just had to live to fight another play.
Yeah, I love the discipline on defense, too. Everybody where they're supposed to be. Everybody's staying in the gap, so they just kept funneling the ball to the outside. Inevitably, that guy had nowhere to go.
One more time, it's Brown. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Now facing a 3rd and long. Running inside. It's Smothers. Here's a little room there. He's at the tag. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Longhorn. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the 33-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air. It's Mateer. Grabbed over the middle. It's Harris. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Got his man on the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Back to pass on 2nd down. Going for it all. Snags it inside the 20. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Sooners.
And listen, find your matchups you like, and you can see you got your speedster out wide. You like the matchup. He sees it, puts some air underneath that thing, and he outruns the DB. He's got no shot. Runs underneath it, and then walks his way into the end zone for 6.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Now let's take a look at the stats of what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like, it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And third and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Manning to throw for it on fourth. Looking left. Makes the catch and he's free. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. Good pickup on that one.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on fourth down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
Manning. Snagged in the middle. It's Wingo. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
I tell you, as a play caller in this offense, when you have all this speed, sometimes you just look at your play sheet and pick a play because you know it's going to work. Big play before, now you got another big one lining you up here, first and goal.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. In the red area, it's Smothers. Touchdown, Texans! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He wants to go deep. Goes high to pull it in. And he's finally stopped. A huge pickup on the play. And what a way to carry things into the 2-minute timeout. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. The short hands. It's Hansen. Piles through the defense. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field to score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Looking to throw again. Quarterback moving. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got a man. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. He's got him in the flat. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Quick completion to the right. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! The Sooners come down and score one of their own.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Just over a minute to play. They're lining up for an onside kick to try to pull off this rally. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David.
Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Longhorn! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Trying to make magic with his feet. Did the work himself. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. To the air on first down. Looking to buy time. Took a shot as he threw. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Well, this situation in the game, trailing with not a lot of time left, I understand going to the sideline to try and save clock, but you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. Don't be afraid to use those. You can attack the middle of the field, use the timeouts to save the clock that way.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. He makes the catch. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Here's a heat. He gets away. Fires on the move. Finds a man on the left. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together.
Got some room entered to the goal line. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put them down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of what...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma. The Sooners come down and score one of their own.
It's not over yet. There's still a little bit of time on the clock. Obviously, that score gives you a chance, but man, oh man, do you need some miracles to happen, some way to get this football back and do some damage with it.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He's at the 30. The tag. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick two, as it were. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Gonna run it. It's Smothers. And the final play is just a short gain, and we're at the end of the game.